Indianapolis, Indiana. Welcome to the Crossroads Sports Radio Show, presented by Scott K. Nichols and State Farm Insurance. And now, here's your hosts, Brandon Reef and Jonathan Birdsong.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Crossroads Sports Radio, episode number 310. I'm your host, Brandon Reeve, joined as always by my co-host, Jonathan Birdsong, here momentarily. We've got a great show for you this evening. Can't wait. Looking forward to a great show tonight here. Crossroads Sports Radio, episode number 310. Myself and JB, we've got NFL talks. We are heating up. We've had the Hall of Fame game. We've got news and notes from around the league, the National Football League, as this gets ready to get hot and heavy. We got college football starting here soon. We've got the Olympics. We've got Team USA winning golds left and right, and some just stunning performances in track and field. We've got that. We've got news and notes from around the league itself, a little bit of the association, the college football, and the NFL here on this Wednesday night. We'll be joined momentarily by JB. He'll be calling in. We've got a lot of news and notes. Colts camp right up here, Westfield, Grand Park. We've got news from that came out today. Not too good for the Colts fans, but we've got a lot, and we can't start it all off here without my co-host, Jonathan Birdsong. JB, how are you? How was your week? Hold on, JB. I can't hear you. Give me a second. Hold on 1 second. JB, are you there? Oh, let me try it again. JB, are you there? Birdsong. You there? Uh-oh. I don't know if he can hear me. Jonathan Birdsong, can you hear us, JB? All right, he's going to call in. We got a call drop there, so not the greatest start tonight on the show, but we're going to have a hell of a show tonight. Let's see if we can get him back on here momentarily. Sounds like everything else we have is working correctly. We've got news and notes from SummerSlam, WWE, this past weekend. That was huge. Huge event that they had over in Cleveland. In the stadium. Let's try him again here. JB, can you hear me? JB, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear you on my phone, man. I hear you through the internet. This is crazy.
Give me a second here. Let me let me try this. Input. Can you hear me now?
Give me a second here.
I hear myself.
Good. And it's actually like Tate Delane too, man.
Yeah, I hear that as well. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go straight to StreamYard. John, I'm going to send you an invite for StreamYard. You're going to join us there. All right, folks, we got some issues. Give us a second here. What we're going to do is we're going to go live on StreamYard on the Facebook, which is already there. So give us a minute. We're going to get it popping there. Okay. Remove there. This is a fantastic about internet radio. I'm going to send the invite to John. All right. All right. We're going to get John here momentarily. Can you all hear me? I hope you can. I know we've had audio issues left and right here, so hopefully we'll get John here on in a moment, and we can further our conversation. But up here, West 56th Street, Colts. Man, it is the injury bug has bitten the team. If you look at the Indianapolis Colts today, news, Josh Downs, wide receiver, pretty big wide receiver for the Colts. He had a great season last year before he was getting hurt a little bit. Was expecting something that, obviously to compete with Pittman. Obviously, Pittman on one side, Downs on the other side. We're going to have a great time. And then the injury bug just bit him. Let me see here. JB, are you there?
On the internet.
On the internet. We are on the internet. Man, that's terrible, isn't it? I don't know what's going on.
I don't know, man.
Uh-oh. We lost him again. I don't know whether you touched your screen, John, and it went away. So, not sure what happened there. Damn, this is a good graces. They do not want us to go live tonight. So, but anyways, Josh Downs, till we get John back on. Josh Downs hurt, and the injury, high ankle sprain. Oh, maybe we got him. Out 4 to 6 weeks. High ankle sprain for Josh. You hate to see that any team, let alone the Indianapolis Colts. This guy, second year guy, was having a great campaign so far for the Colts, and he gets injured by Nick Cross, and it was 7-on-7, and a lot of not supposed to be tackling, and they tackled, and there he is again. Let's see this. JB, can you hear me?
I got you, man. We lost. Somebody tried to call me, man, and we lost connection for a second.
Shame on them.
Don't they know? This is Crossroads Sports Hour, man, from 7 on Tuesday or Wednesday nights, America. It's Crossroads Sports America. I don't know. I know Skip Baylesson got fired. He's walking away. The other fool, what's his name? What's the other fool? Stephen A. He's trying to figure out if he's going to pay him $18 million. Why are you wasting your time with them shows? You should be watching Crossroads Sports anyway. But
That's right.
It's Wednesday night, you know what I'm saying, our regular slotted time that we usually, you know what I'm saying, y'all. I know we got a whole lot of football to chime in. I know people probably going to be wondering, like, why ain't they talking about my team? Well, I can't talk about all the teams. You know what I'm saying? I can't follow them all.
We try.
We will try. So
we got our guy Matt Gaddis is watching. He was supposed to call in tonight. Mac, I'm going to try to send you a message on Facebook. It'll be a link that you can join us on the video here tonight.
So that he call in at 7:30.
Okay, so I'm going to send him an invite, and then I'm going to send him a private message, so that way he'll have the link to join us.
But yeah, man, there's a lot of. It's a kind of good time, just to jump right into it, Brad. It's kind of a good time to be a sports enthusiast, man.
Yeah.
So I know summer months is usually like, man, people be scrounging, and not a lot of people like NASCAR and.
Whoa.
No, they don't.
Take it easy.
This is all sport. No. We talk about all sports. Everybody knows we talk all sports here, right? But like not everybody likes us. And so with the Olympics kind of like taking over and you got training camp, you know what I'm saying? Finally coming to some fruition. Like now we passed the point of, training camp now, now it's for real deal. We're going into preseason. And if your quarterback looks like, crap, he looks like crap. Your wide receivers and all those stories are true, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm here all for it, man. So, like, where you want to jump into first? What team?
Yeah, I want to dive right into the NFL first. Man, I was just saying on top of the show during that whole fiasco, injuries, man. Colts, Josh Downs hurt, high ankle sprain, out 4 to 6 weeks for the Colts.
That was I was hoping that was a
7 versus 7. Nick Cross tackles him, and they asked Nick Cross afterwards. He goes, "That's just football." Okay, no remorse, no, I'm sorry.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah.
You hate to see it. Josh Downs had a great season last year. I was hoping he was going to build on it early. Now he's not out. He's out 4 to 6 weeks, so he'll maybe miss 1 or 2 weeks of the regular season. But you hate that because guess what that does? That puts more pressure on Alex Pierce, who already is having a down year last year, right?
Yeah, somewhat like people expect him to ascend. He went to the University of Cincinnati. They wanted to pop But like we gotta get some consistency. Brandon, I go the other route. They gotta get some consistency at quarterback. Before we can start picking up. We can start picking on Alec Pierce. I know everybody likes Anthony Richardson. I do too. You know what I'm saying? But we got to get some skits. Hold on. Oh my God. Got Peacock playing in the background. We ain't pay for that. We ain't pay for that. We ain't pay for Peacock playing.
Yeah, we do not own the rights to that song.
I'm trying to navigate my notes. Sorry, y'all. This is live. We wasn't expecting this. This is supposed to be a phone conversation. But nah, man. I look at that. Coach also got Brandon. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. When you say flashy, do you think tight ends of the Indianapolis Colts? No, you don't.
Right.
Do you say can they get the job done? Yeah, but like the Colts fandom is past that point. And even though I get it, I just pointed a whole bunch of fingers to the quarterback, like you know what I'm saying, Mo Alley Cox, a level of consistency. Yeah, we love it. What's the other kid's name? Grandison.
Yeah.
I know Jacob's name. You know what I'm saying? Level, but like nothing flashy.
Jelani Woods.
Yeah, nothing flashy. So, you know what I'm saying? They got to – I know everybody nitpicking that. They look at their safety. Nobody's really – does the NFL care about safety anymore?
Yeah, kickoff. They changed it up a little bit.
Well, they're going to move Julian Blackman around. It is what it is with the Colts. That's my opinion on the Colts. Let me go get my charger, man. You take over.
Yeah, another thing I want to talk about is the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni, the Eagles. Hurts on the rumors of him and Sirianni. Apparently, that was the rift last year that happened between these two. But Hurts came out today and said, "You have reports, and then you have reality. We're in the reality right now." So it's not like he was denying it, but Eagles, man, they're a Super Bowl contender. They're a Super Bowl contender this year as well. They got Saquon Barkley. So adding that part of your run game in there, this team can't be having controversy and drama, especially when you're getting ready to come into a season that last year they won the NFC. I don't know. Well, did they win it last year or was it 2 years ago they won the NFC East? I thought it was last year. Might have been the Cowboys last year.
But listen, the more and more controversy I hear out of places like Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? San Francisco.
Buffalo.
San Francisco ain't got nothing to worry about.
Oh, you
sealed
it up for them then.
They say, how could you say that? How could you say that? Hold on. Can I go that way? I can't go that way. Okay, hold on.
Oh, boy. Here we go again.
No, it ain't. It's going to come back on.
Oh, boy. I got a black screen. Oh, my. Here we go. Black screen of death for JB. Boy. Hey, as our sponsor said, JB on that East Side Internet. You're right, Scott. It is that East Side Internet because North Side up here, we got perfect fiber up here. We're going to get JB a good new dial up there. We might have to up it. Let's see if we got him again. There he is. Hey, our sponsor, Scott K. Nichols, said JB on that East Side Internet.
It is. AT&T gave us a lower grade internet. It is what it is. I know.
Yeah, a little bit more.
All right, there we go.
Okay. Try to fix your water spot. Anyways, yeah, man. Eagles problems there. The NFC East has not been won by a repeat team in, I think, a decade. Damn near a decade. So there's been a new NFC East champion every year. No repeats. So
the Giants don't look bad, and the Giants preseason don't look bad, man. This is
a dark horse should be the Commanders. Big dark horse.
Yeah, depending on how that rookie quarterback takes. You think is he starting automatically? You think so?
I think they're dumb if they don't. You saw what happened.
They go with the kid from North Carolina, man. And to about week 3, week 4, he'll be out there.
Okay.
He'll be out there.
News in Pittsburgh, John. Listen, I put it out a little bit ago. The deal for Brandon Ayuk is done.
Is it?
He's
This is Brandon talking real cocky for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's done.
He says
my source, who's been correct on this the whole time.
Okay. He got a source.
Schefter has been flipping his. Rappaport's been flipping his. The guy I've been with has been talking. He has said it from day one. This deal is happening. The Steelers were not out of it. They never said no. They just didn't have enough compensation. Steelers are still not going to give the 49ers a first round or a wide receiver because that's the position they're trying to get. Right now, the only holdup is they are looking for a third team, is what I'm hearing, to flip a wide receiver. A team that you would look at for that would be the Houston Texans. They've got John Mechie. They got Noah Brown. And they've got, I can't think of the third wide receiver is, but none of those guys are actual, quote, number one, number two starters.
Yeah.
So you can flip that with a Steelers first round pick, which you got to think if you've got Brandon Ayuk, your first round pick's probably going to be towards the end of the first round there. So, but it's done deal, John. They're just working out the details, hammering the nails, a little bit of things. By the end of the week, Brandon Ayuk will be a Steeler.
I couldn't see it being through Texas.
Yeah, he'll be a Steeler.
I don't know what the hell. What's the hell's going on in Jacksonville? You know what I'm saying?
They're good. They're fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're fine down there.
Some people might be ready to peel off. Go ahead.
I watched.
I can't believe. Listen, Brad. I can't believe we ain't talking about
Justin Fields.
The main 2 foot. I get it. This is Indianapolis. This is a coach town. We can talk about it. We come back to it if anybody want to chime in, right? But like the main 2 football stories have been in my rotation has been the Dallas Cowboys and like what's going on with this $65 million contract.
Who?
For Dak Prescott.
We ain't talking about Dak Prescott.
Okay. Brandon.
I ain't worried about him.
It's the drama behind it though, Brandon. You're missing the point.
What about it?
Do you know they say Jerry Jones is waiting?
Waiting for what?
Shedeur.
That's fine. He can wait.
Man, you cannot do that.
Why not?
Like, man, I couldn't.
How are they going to get him? They're not with the top roster that they have right now. They're not going to be a top 5 pick.
You coming with Deion?
What, Deion's going to coach the Cowboys? Now I know you've been listening to Skip. Now I know you've been listening to Skip Bayless.
Nah, man, I've been on
deal.
that deep. I've been on that deep state, man. This is kind of going to be a package deal, man. They trying to get Deion.
Stop it.
Listen, Dak Prescott at any number, $45 million. I know it's crazy. $55 million. I think he should be asking for it. Outside of that, he can go sit down. Sit down. Man, listen, they're gonna win a bunch of games, Brandon. It's beautiful. Him and Mike McCarthy is beautiful. CeeDee Lamb is he still pissed?
No, he ain't pissed. He all right. He got his.
Okay.
He got his.
The defense is okay, you know.
No, good defense. Micah Parsons.
They're going to win 14 games.
Ooh, that's
they stay kind of injury free. They know how to manage that down there in Big D.
For now, they got Zeke back.
They know how to manage that down in Big D. They also know how to win games. They don't know how to win big football games. And you can't get an age quarterback, big money. Brandon, he got a no trade clause. Now, man, whoever did that contract is a A1 great one.
Yeah.
And you can't franchise tag him.
Amen.
I couldn't pay him more than $55 million. He's not better than Patrick Mahomes. He ain't gonna never live in Patrick Mahomes' backyard. Don't ever put him and Patrick Mahomes in the same category. Ever.
Do you think Jerry Jones right now is more willing to pay a Patrick Mahomes-esque contract for a Shedeur Sanders over a Dak Prescott?
Remember, yeah, kind of yes, because he's younger. But remember, Brandon, they didn't came with this new op model. They came with this new op model. Young quarterback paying like Mahomes. Okay, technically, Brandon, Mahomes, if he was the NBA, if he had the NBA marketing, I'm telling you right now, I think NBA marketing is a little bit better than NFL marketing. I'm not saying if you get either, you know what I'm saying, God bless America, right? But I'm saying NBA would have made Patrick Mahomes Wheaties, everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything. You know what I mean? He's kind of just Mr. Football. He's cool with that.
Right.
But no, man. I think the model is to get the young guy.
You are deep state, man. Get the young guy quarterback, maybe underpaying 1 year. And then when you find out he's the guy,
he overpaid. You overpay that big money. You already know who the hell Dak Prescott is. I almost said who the F.
You can say it.
No. This is no. I you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to be better.
Hey, that's Crossroads. There's no filters on Crossroads.
What I'm trying to say is, you already know who Dak Prescott is. It's always going to be 14 and flirting with 13 and maybe even winning. 15 games. They can flirt around. You know what I'm saying, with a Dak. They're not winning a Super Bowl with him. They're not.
No, I don't think. I mean, remember last year, my pick? I had Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
Don't ever say that. They're not. It's not going to happen.
12 wins for the Packers this year.
I'm not saying what Jerry Jones has got in his back pocket, thinking that Deion Sanders and Shedeur Sanders is going to come like LeBron James and Bronny together to the Dallas Cowboys.
You just said that to start this segment.
I'm not saying he's got that in
You
his
said
back
that
pocket.
to start this segment.
I'm not saying he's got that in his back pocket, but I'm saying he's got that in his back pocket, y'all.
Well, he could have it in his back pocket and wish in one hand.
If you fire, who's gonna cry if you fire Mark McCarthy at the end of this season? When they come up short, that's all I'm trying to say.
Well, there's a guy up in New England looking for a job.
Man, there's no way. And I think didn't he retire to Florida with
For
that
now.
young lady? He retired to Florida with that young 24-year-old woman.
Wouldn't you?
God bless America. This is what I try to tell you. Brandon Reed. There's no way that would work. There's too many egos, and you couldn't tell me what to do, how to do it, because
But they also said the same thing about Phil Jackson and Jerry Buss back in the day. Now, I'm not saying there's an equivalent there, but they said the same thing.
Little touche, but Jerry Jones is up here with his.
So is Jerry Buss.
Buss was at one PM, but not Jerry Jones.
And Jackson and Belichick are damn near identical.
All right, who's the better general manager, Jerry Buss or Jerry Jones or Jerry Buss?
Jerry Buss.
Right.
100%.
He's the better general manager. This
Jerry hires his family for positions that they're not qualified for.
Technically. Nepotism.
Obviously. It's crazy.
So, hey, guess what? So why are we surprised the Lakers did this? Anyway, we'll go back to that later.
Yeah,
right.
Hey, can we say I told you so back when I shout out Tanner watching, listening. College football bets are coming in hot. Oh, absolutely, Tanner. We're ready. Our college football shows will be coming up soon. Can't wait. I think I told you this. How long? I said after the national championship, how long would it be before Michigan would be on suspension list? Sherrod Williams. Hey
man, hold on. No.
Hey, man.
Jim Harbaugh said, "Don't lie, don't speak, don't all that." He said he ain't
comeback a cheater.
Man, no, he said some of us stumble sometime.
Oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. Did Sherrod think that he can just start deleting text messages and nothing would? There's no backup copy. What are we doing?
Tom Brady threw his in the ocean.
That's what Sherrod should have done. You can recover those text messages.
Jim Harbaugh, we did this for you.
He cried. He had tears.
Jim Harbaugh, man, that pressure, dude, that's an all-time pressure. I know it kind of fell on the radar, but that's the all-time pressure. Jim Harbaugh just put a don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal.
And he did all three.
No, then he said, I'm going to work.
Here's the thing. Other teams are doing the same thing here. Some of the stupid-ass violations
he didn't do it.
With.
So you don't believe him?
Hell no.
I believe Jim Harbaugh.
Of course you do. Your Colts blood blue all the way through.
Jim Harbaugh. He didn't do it. I believe him.
Yeah, you probably believed OJ too, didn't you?
No, OJ did
it. Man, here's my thing.
Go ahead.
Harbaugh knew what he's doing. If people want to think like Michigan fans want to think like he didn't do this. Every team is doing this. If the NCAA would really dig deep into it, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee. How many times for Tennessee?
They got other people. They
Texas, Oklahoma. All these
agents.
schools.
They got agents to come here and do it. They
are doing it too. It's just Harbaugh was dumb enough that they just said, "Let's get caught." And that's why he left.
I might have to start testifying, like you know what I'm saying, like the Dudley boys, man.
Well,
how did we get here to sign stealing, Brandon?
Connor Stallions,
college
baby.
Football
In Colorado. Why is Central Michigan? Why is he roaming the sidelines of Central Michigan? I see a picture of Connor Stallions like this on the sideline. Wear a Central Michigan hat. Come on, man. I don't care. My boy's a veteran. I understand that. There's a documentary out on this whole thing, which is I haven't watched it yet, but it's on my list for me to watch. But Justin Powell, leave Nick alone. He's retired. Nick, there's probably going to be some skeletons coming out. It's probably why he retired.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, no, man.
College
football didn't went crazy. You know what I mean?
But I told you so.
You had to sign still. But I believe Jim. He didn't know nothing about it. I think it was in other internal things. You know what I'm saying? That they really bleed blue. They wanted,
If you don't know about it, if you don't know stuff that's going on in your own, under your own wing in your own program, that's a problem itself there. That you're not taking accountability.
Do you believe
if you really don't have a good eye on everything.
Do you believe Zion Williamson got paid to do?
Do I believe yeah, absolutely, 100%.
He got no money.
He did. It went to his mama. He didn't get it, but his mama did.
Oh.
So, and probably that girl down in New Orleans that started outing him for a little bit. Exposing him.
This is a family show.
What else I got here, John?
Give me some more. The NFL.
Hey, man, Bears. I watched Bears last night. Hard Knocks.
Did you?
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
What it looked like on that offense, though. I don't like. Listen, man, this drama.
Hey, Matt Gaddis said, doesn't matter if you knew or not. Harbaugh's the same as Patino. Now, I thought he said, I had to read it again because I thought he said Matt Gaddis.
Patino.
Now, I had to read it again, John, because I thought he said it doesn't matter. Harbaugh's the same as Paterno. So I had to reread that because there's a whole different thing there with Joe Paterno. But
Patino.
Yeah, Patino, yeah.
Jim Harbaugh better coach than Patino. But I know what you're trying to say.
Now you're stretching.
What? Wait a minute. We got to come back to this Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh about to win a Super Bowl if this quarterback get his action together.
But he can't.
Well, he's always able to find another.
Colin Cowherd said that he's going to win multiple Super Bowls in San Diego.
Who said
that? Cowherd. Colin Cowherd. Multiple. I had to shake my head this morning. I said multiple.
You got your quarterback. Like, I'm hard. I don't want nobody to think I'm going to be easy on somebody else's team if their quarterback don't play, because this is a quarterback-driven league. That means the quarterback got to take the blame. He does. Yep. Unfortunately.
Absolutely.
Right? So this dude can't even, you got to get healthy. For that
Justin Powell, Patino over Harbaugh. There you go. Another one.
What? Rick Patino?
John, I'm telling you, you're on the wrong side of this one, buddy.
Rick Patino.
You're on the wrong side.
I'm about to faint. Rick Patino.
Multiple champion.
Rick Patino, he couldn't. Wait a minute.
Multiple.
He buckled.
He won titles.
He buckled under the pressure of the Boston media. That was a buckle. When he said,
so did Harbaugh with the 49ers.
No, dude. Nobody want to hear that, Rick Pitino.
He lost the Super Bowl and had to go to his brother, and he had to pick up his ball and go home.
Wait a minute. Jim Harbaugh won to Stanford. Am I correct?
So did Andrew Luck.
Hold on. Jim Harbaugh won at San Diego State. Am I correct? Went to bowl games that are pivotal and are important. Am I correct? Stanford, San Diego State, Michigan. I know I'm missing one somewhere.
He went to how many NCAA tournaments? Won how many SEC championships? Won how many national titles?
He coached one of the most controversial Super Bowls in American sports history. You forgot about the controversy, Brandon. They had a blackout. They talk about the East Side internet, man. Don't talk about the Super Bowl. They forget about that. They want to talk about the East Side. Talk about that. Right?
Max said both cheaters. You're paid what's going. You're paid to know what's going on in your program. 100%.
Look, man.
That's what I was saying, John. You're on the wrong side of it. If there was a count like how they had the old ESPN show where you got points, you'd be getting negative points right now.
I'm not with Patino.
Patino's over him.
Sorry. They let him in Louisville. That counts.
And Kentucky.
That don't count. Peyton Silva, all that. Who's the other little guard they had?
Hurt does.
Yeah. the daggone TBT team had a little noise.
That comment right there.
Ohio
Have a
State beat who's that?
Snickers. Have a
Nah,
Snickers,
man.
Bird.
Louisville don't count. None of that counts no more. That don't count. They got wiped out.
I mean, my memory serves to show they won that national championship. They got on the side of the building there still.
It's wiped out.
Come on, John. Let's see. Rondell Moore, man, carted off practice today with the Falcons. Leg injury. Don't know how bad it's going to be, but hate to see that for the former Boilermaker.
Yeah.
Especially, I was hoping he was going to get a resurrection leaving Arizona, going down there to Atlanta. I thought he was going to be able to flourish down there, but
right.
Josh Allen today said on missing Stephon Diggs, Steph's a player. I don't know if I'd say miss.
Man, just leave it alone, man. I'm saying, like, they still got this underbelly drama going on with the NFL as they process through training camp. I get it, guys. They're no longer there anymore. Your former teammates, man. So they got to get smart about playing this media game, especially guys like quarterback like Josh Allen. It's going to be all eyes on him this year because you are the man. They gave you that money, and now guys like Stephon Diggs ain't here no more to help back up your stuff. Or when you stuff the bed, as he's been known to do. Right?
Yeah.
This is why, Brandon,
I said the window's closed.
Damn. See, this is why we got to go back to Dak Prescott. How much, I wish, I don't have my number, but their computer didn't fail me now. It didn't power it off. How much are they paying Josh Allen to piss the bed?
You don't want to know.
Before they go on Super Bowl Sundays? You know what I'm saying? Before we get to that part. He can't even make it to
6 years, $258 million.
So $250 million, man. And y'all want, you know what I'm saying? The market is saying
he's got 2 years left on the deal.
Yeah, nah, man. I would give whatever the same amount of money they giving Dak Prescott. I mean Josh Allen. That's where Dak Prescott should be living. But like no raise, nothing crazy.
Can you name me?
I can't.
The starting wide receivers for the Buffalo Bills, because I had to look it up because I had no clue.
Right, I cannot.
Let me name some of these for you.
They got to get some. They got
Khalil Shakur.
They got to trade for one.
Keon Coleman, Curtis Samuel, formerly of the Commanders, Matt Collins, formerly of the Raiders, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, formerly of the Jets and the Packers, and Chase Claypool, sixth string wideout
from the Bears,
from Bears and Steelers. So they need a wide receiver. I don't know how anybody can look at this team, or even Buffalo Bills fans can look at this team and say, "Hey, we are set to make a run another year." The window's closed. I'm sorry. You got James Cook as your running back, as your top running back.
It's cold.
It's a wrap, man. Defense, they had to get rid of some pieces on defense, but because they got rid of Jordan Poyer, he's no longer on the team. Mm-hmm. He's gone. I think he ended up going to Miami, signing with them. Buffalo Bills.
You called them frauds.
I'm gonna say 9 wins or less this year
for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. Anthony Price says, "There's a chance Josh Allen to win MVP since he'll be doing everything running and passing. If they just go off of stat padding, maybe.
Is he durable enough to get through an MVP season?
Yeah, I mean the dude doesn't get hurt. He runs a lot. He's taken a lot of hits last couple of years that I'm surprised.
Yeah, I would be wary of that. You know what I'm saying? And just, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But your fan, I don't know if that person's fan, but as a fan, you would want your quarterback to be in any type of MVP conversation. That's for real deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what you know what I'm saying? Just remind you, overused quarterbacks become MVPs when they use that duality. Like, beware that this is why the Ravens is, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be hit or miss with them this year, I think.
Josh Allen on DraftKings right now has the third best odds, tied with Joe Burrow for MVP. First is Mahomes at plus 475. Then number 2 is CJ Stroud, and then Josh Allen, and then Joe Burrow.
I wouldn't be surprised about Stroud. Again, I think it's going to be, you'll see some, they might have figured out CJ Stroud a little bit, man, but I couldn't see them trading nobody out of that core. So, but I kind of expect them to kind of jump out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might kind of catch up, an elite team they might struggle with, you know what I'm saying, if they have to play them out the gate. I don't have their schedule in front of me right now, but I kind of like the Texans to take that next step for sure.
What are you expecting from the Bears?
Brandon, I gotta see it on. I gotta see it on the field. I know that's a lame out answer, Brandon, and I apologize to the Crossroads Sports people, man, watching this on us right now. But that's the best I can give you, man. I gotta see it on the field. Again, like quick football, and I'm an emotional person, Brandon. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows this. But football, it ain't for the meek. It ain't for the weary. It ain't like last time I seen this kid, he was crying on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? Because they lost against the Washington Huskies. You know what I'm saying? Last time I seen this kid, Notre Dame had him running for his life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I gotta see it on the field, man. And again, like I gotta see the leadership part. That's the part. The arm strength, I get it. We see that the like you know what I'm saying. If you see him in warm ups and all that, or you see him, anybody seen some of the tape on him, yeah, it looks good. But like man, shoot, who else didn't look good? You know what I'm saying in those situations. So he's got to become a leader. Of that locker room, you know what I'm saying, leader of men real fast, man, because there's always high expectation. I know a lot of people sometimes say a lot of expectations come out of that New York teams, man. I think a lot of expectations come out of Chicago teams. That's why the grind is so hard on the quarterback.
I'm going to give you over-unders for regular season wins. You tell me over or under for these teams.
All right.
First, Indianapolis Colts. The number is 8.5.
Can't believe it. I would have said 7.
So under?
Yes.
Pittsburgh, over under 8.5.
Over.
Bears, over under 8.5.
That's a hard division. Detroit is not going to spare anybody anything this year. So I'm going to say under.
Okay. Chargers, 8.5.
Man, how long is that dude going to be in the boot? I would have said yes. Oh, I'm gonna still say over, man. I hope he can tough it out. But he's gonna be he's in the boot right now.
Baltimore Ravens, 10.5.
Yeah, they got that.
Okay, let me get a couple more in here. Texans, over under 9.5.
Tennessee ain't splashing it off for me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you know, the coach is. I told you, I think the coach might be a little underwhelming. They'll be spectacular in spots. Jacksonville, nah, man. I kind of like that number to be over. Yeah.
So you've got them basically to win the AFC South.
Oh man, did I say that?
Basically, yes, you have, because you put them over and you put the Colts under. So I mean, unless you have Jacksonville,
hasn't been.
You've been dogging them.
There hasn't been good news out of Jacksonville. It hasn't been.
49ers, 11.5.
Walking into the Super Bowl.
Over under 11.5.
Over.
Okay. Eagles, over under 10.5. That's a tough one.
Damn, can't you say even?
No.
I would say I'm gonna say over.
Okay.
And then we got contact Gaddis because you just texted me.
I just sent him the link on his Facebook Messenger.
Okay, he'll figure that.
So Mac, go to your Facebook Messenger. There's a link in there for you to join this video. And we can talk, and you can tell John how dumb he is. Miami Dolphins, 9.5.
I like it.
I do too, and I like the Packers over 9.5 as well. I do.
Brandon, y'all. I don't know.
Jordan Love could have an MVP season.
If Brandon had a secret identity, it's as a Packers fan. He doesn't, y'all, but like he really likes what the Packers have kind of put together. He didn't have it. Not one hesitation when me and him had an off-show debate about Jordan Love, because I wasn't necessarily about all the love that they were saying that they should have gave him. I was like, wait a minute. I get it. He's been on the bench for a couple of seasons and it jumped off the, you know what I'm saying? It finally jumped off the screen. But like, wait a minute. Why are we passing out $55 million contracts? But I get it, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but like Brandon's kind of like I said, he's loving the Packers a little bit. So I think you should too. What's the over on them winning?
It was Packers was 9 over under 9.5. Easy over 9.5.
You think Brandon? You just wiping your feet on the Minnesota Vikings? Sorry. Just wiping your feet all over the Minnesota Vikings. Just wiping your feet all over the Bears.
Who do they have, John? Who does Minnesota have besides Justin Jefferson? Who? I'm waiting for a running back, and I'm waiting for a quarterback. J.J. McCarthy ain't the answer.
Right, man. What the hell? They know. Well, you know what, Brandon? This is kind of a draft going into it. It's going to be a draft that had, you know what I'm saying, where, hey, we need a quarterback. And even though we might be drafted one already, it's okay if we draft another one because we need a quarterback because we suck or whatever. So, yeah, I kind of agree with that. I'll take the over.
Yeah, let me give you this as well. They have futures on the divisions. So favorites right now, obviously San Fran to win the West, the Eagles at -110 to win the East, then the Cowboys. They have Bengals at +140 for the North. I'm going to throw money on Pittsburgh at +800. I have to. The NFC North, they've got the Lions at +135 and then the Packers. The worst at +1,000 is the Vikings. So
I'm just trying to put that whole playoff picture together, man. When you talking about, but okay.
Do you trust the Packers or the Bears? I understand we haven't seen what the Bears can do, but I think just based off of history and I thought, and yes, the Bears improved with their 2 wide receivers. DJ Moore, you got Keenan Allen in there, you've got Caleb Williams. That offensive line made some moves, but
they had a good run stop defense last year.
I do. But I like what the Packs got, man. They got Josh Jacobs in there. Aaron Jones is out. Josh Jacobs is that running back. I totally forgot he was there until a couple weeks ago. But those 2 wideouts out there in Green Bay, I like that. I like them. They're my surprise team. Well, not surprise team, but they're the team I think is going to go very far this year. They went far last year. What are we talking about? What they went to the NFC divisional game?
Right. So you thinking they can make that at least make that step, if not the next one?
I think they could. I would not shock me to see them in the NFC Championship game this year. Would not shock me.
All right.
AFC East, John, they've got the Jets and the Bills tied to be the favorites. Both.
For the East, huh?
Aaron Rodgers.
If he can stay up, if he can stay 100%, man, he looks sharp. He's looked sharp in practice, y'all. I get it, man. He don't want to go through all the reps and all that. That's why he was in Egypt and doing his thing. But once he's gotten out there, it's looked good, y'all. So that biggest thing is also just because it looks good in practice doesn't mean is, you know what I'm saying, when the lights come on. That is a, you know what I'm saying. However, Aaron Rodgers is on the wrong side of 40, y'all, to be somebody's quarterback and winning, you know what I'm saying, 16, 17, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, go
John,
part of this season. Yes, sir. What's up?
The link that I texted to you, can you send that to Mac?
Yeah, give me 2 seconds. Fade me out real quick.
Okay, give me a second here.
Yep.
All right, Mac, John's going to send you the link to join the video here. The call-in number, that thing was having issues, so tonight's just a Facebook Live video, but we can get you on here with us. He's going to send you the link now to join. My biggest thing, I just like really what the Packers are looking into. I mean, if you look at the schedule for the Packers, I believe they're in the bottom 2/3 of strength of schedule this year. So the schedule strength is in their favor going into this season. Yeah, they have the 18th hardest schedule. So I love where Green Bay is sitting. I'm going to say you upgraded when you went straight to when you got rid of Aaron Jones and you got Josh Jacobs in there. I think that's a huge improvement for them. I love the wideouts. I love the tight end. The Packers defense did improve as well. So yeah, I'm excited for what they can do. And I think they can make some noise. If you look at the AFC South with the Colts, they right now are the 3rd favorite to win the division. They got the Texans at +105. They got the Jaguars at +275, which I think that's too high for Jacksonville. I think they take a step back this year. Colts at +310. So Indy fans, Colts fans, if you believe your team can win the division, slap some money on that. They're +310 to win the to win their division. So do that and more, and you're gonna make some money with it. So we're gonna bring Mac on with us here. Hopefully he has enough. He can help me settle Jonathan Birdsong down with some of these hot takes that he's got. Mac, how are you?
I'm all right. Y'all see who's in the background, right? That's
Kobe.
That's the second GOAT. First GOAT's LeBron, then Kobe. Okay, if anybody wants to know. What's going on, fellas? You got me on there?
Okay, can you hear me?
I got you.
Perfect.
You guys hear me?
Hear you perfect. I got the dream team back here in my background. So
Well, you got the
And
92 dream team or the 24?
92. I don't have the 24 poster yet. We got to win the title first.
Okay. Now I'm just going to start in on you. Everybody should know 24 is better than 92.
Oh,
Dream
man.
team.
Now, see, I put this on our Facebook page, and there were some people that gave me some. Now, listen, 92 team would have some problems guarding the 24 team. Trust me. But I don't know. Scoring wise,
I can't buy it, man.
Best of 5 games, 24 wins 3. That's the series. But we want a best of 7, 4 out of 7. Best teams always win best of 7 series.
I can't see nothing stopping David Robinson doing anything that he wanted to do. Anything.
You know where the difference is, JB? I'll tell you where the difference is. You got an aging Magic and an old Bird. Cancel them out. Take them off of that team and take their names off of there, because that's what people are trying to put on there. Magic Bird. No Magic Bird. Chris Mullins, he was on the downslide.
There's no way.
Stockton,
not 92.
What's Stockton going to do with these guys on there now? What's John Stockton going to do with these guys? Karl Malone's not getting to the bucket.
People said that then, and he made the dream team. And I know there's politics in that, saying Isaiah Thomas should have been in on that, but
right.
John Stockton held his own with anybody.
Okay, so who's the worst player on the 2014? Worst player?
Tyrese Halliburton.
I'd say Derek White.
Okay, is he better than Christian Laettner? Is he better than Christian Laettner?
Yeah, I'd say better than 92 Laettner, yeah.
Okay. All right, so they're better there. Okay. What?
I'm not saying he's better than the national. Well, he's a professional.
Hold on. How many years did Laettner play in the league where he started?
He started for Minnesota. He started for Atlanta.
Okay. Really good basketball teams. Were they champions?
He started for Washington too.
Okay, so White started on a championship team.
Derek White also been in some very favorable. Derek White also been on some very favorable situations coming into with the San Antonio Spurs.
So if you were drafting right now, you would draft Christian Laettner over Tyrese Halliburton.
Here's the crazy thing about this, man. The great Shaquille O'Neal even said it, because he was number 1. Christian Laettner was number 1. Lonzo Moore was number 2. Christian Laettner was number 3. Everybody else outside of that. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. And there were some guards in that draft. I already know. Somebody can say, "Oh, look who they drafted." So yeah, man, Tyrese Halliburton. We didn't know Iowa State. He's a.
We already know though. But we already know what we got. We already know what we got.
Well, yeah, but
because they're on the team already. You can't go back and say him at Iowa State.
Here's the crazy thing about this. We already know what we got from a pressure standpoint. What they got with Tyrese Halliburton. Now, Steve Kerr know what he got. That's why he can't get him in no type of rotation, because you can't trust him.
Ain't no room for him. There's no room. The team's stacked.
No,
there's no room.
Man, so wait a minute, Matt. We're gonna overuse a Drew Holiday who just got off of finals?
Yes. What we care about overusing him. Kerr's not his pro coach.
That's the magic of him. He's game for it, but this other dude, he's not game for it. That's all I'm saying. So before we discredit, I can't say we can't discredit Chris Mullin 92. I know he had a knee injury. He took a knee injury, I thought, at 93 or 94.
Who's he guarding on this team? Who's he guarding? Who's he guarding on this team? Who's he gonna guard?
This is the crazy thing, man. I don't know who Kevin Garnett guard anyway. Who's Devin Booker guard anyway?
Those guys are decent defenders.
Don't guard nobody.
Oh, those guys don't. Devin Booker is an above average defender. He is. Booker's above average. The problem with Phoenix is Bradley Beal. It ain't Durant and Booker. And then getting rid of DeAndre Ayton. We can get into Phoenix. That's GM problems with Phoenix. I mean, their team was already where it needed to be.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I'm not going to discredit Scottie Pippen. I also go not discredit. We're not going to call Patrick Ewing.
See, we lost him for that area. Hey, what about Clyde? I mean, he can't guard anybody on this team now.
No.
Now, Barkley, he would hold his own, maybe.
Yeah. Barkley and Jordan, Pippen hold their own. David Robinson holds his own. Can't shoot a jumper. Right? It doesn't. I don't see where the problem I have is the 92 team played against 6 NBA players in the whole Olympics.
Yep.
There's over 60 in this Olympics.
Okay.
I mean, it's just it's the game. The game has changed.
Oh, 100%. They've, it's, and I like the fact. I mean, what tomorrow they've got to play Jokic, the MVP, and play them the second time. South Sudan, I'm impressed with what they did when they played USA so far, and when they played them twice. My question, John, I think John's just deep down. John's just hurt that his boy from IU, Isaiah Thomas, just didn't cut it, didn't make the team.
Right.
So
I got you there.
Really
I got you there. Right. I got
he's got those IU loyalties for it for some reason. But
he's deep. He's deep loyalty. Yeah, I can tell. I've known him only a little while. He's deep. Yeah, John. I
brought him to West Lafayette, and we're starting to mold him. But every so often, he gets a little cheap shot in, and I don't.
Right.
This is not true. These are lies. But like, no, man. Regardless, versus 92 versus 24, what I have kind of thought about this team is just as the 92 team was very dominant. This one has been equally dominant. I don't always so like there's always going to be a comparison to 92, but when we do that as basketball know-it-alls, right? We're skipping over a lot of other teams that hold on, the 2018
redeem team.
The 2018, pretty impressive. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about who's on that team, whether you know what I'm saying with Kobe and LeBron, like when you say these things, when you say those names in that prime time, I'm like, wait a minute, like Michael Jordan, and that's kind of like not to go back to that one. Like 92 had Michael Jordan, so like, hey man,
so what was the team? What was the team? The team that nobody brings up is the team that had Hakeem, Shaq.
That was Dream
Pippen,
Team
96.
Yeah, that was 96.
96. That to me, that team, they had Penny Hardaway, a young Grant Hill.
I had a picture of it, and the damn thing fell off the wall and broke, so I couldn't put it up anymore. But I have the poster of Dream Team 2.
Yes. That's the team. I think to me, that team was as talented as 92.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Well, look at the centers. Just go with the centers. Shaq, Robinson, Hakeem, those three.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
Penny Hardaway was as good as any guy on that 92 team.
Yep. Gary Payton was your defense.
Right. Mitch Richmond could shoot the ball. And the guy that also was on that team was the big dog, Robinson.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah.
2 years out of
Oh, hold on. Where did Jason Kidd? Jason Kidd jumped on one as well. I thought.
That might have been
I don't think he wasn't on. He wasn't on that one.
No, that one. Okay.
Pippen was on that one.
Okay.
Barkley was on that one.
Jason Kidd was on 2000.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. To me, that team, that people just leave. They leave that team out.
There's a lot of teams, man. You got to start talking about other than just.
Well, the thing about the 24 team, I think, is that I don't see a weakness. I don't know where you would say we're going to attack them here, and they couldn't bring somebody in to counteract that. Anthony Davis, Drew Holiday. I mean, even Halliburton. I mean, I think there's just guys that they have too many guys that are elite level three-way basketball players.
Yeah.
I mean, elite level. It's that. I mean, other than Jordan and Pippen, I don't see a lot of guys on this team a lot better than Anthony Edwards on that team.
Clyde Drexler?
No.
No.
Clyde couldn't shoot the ball at all. Couldn't shoot it at all. He was like Dominique. He was Yeah. Anthony Edwards could shoot the ball. Anthony Edwards and Curry. They don't. I mean, I just don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't see where you would say that. Well, no, they didn't have perimeter defenders. They didn't have rebounders. They didn't. Just don't see it.
You want to talk about the worst player on the team for 24?
Yeah.
He doesn't fit the mold for international basketball to me. And I think that's
Embiid.
100%.
Yeah.
It just seems like when it gets to him, it just dies off. And
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
The next 4 years, maybe that's a Cooper Flag that fits that role.
Right. Well, actually, I think Karl Anthony Towns would have fit better than Embiid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true.
The way that Towns can play inside and stretch the floor, he fits that better than Embiid does because Embiid wants to be on the perimeter. Karl Anthony Towns is a better perimeter player than Embiid is. And you're right. He just doesn't fit. He just doesn't fit the international play. Bam Adebayo fits it better than Embiid does.
Yeah, and I think in 4 years you won't have Anthony Davis. I think he'll be done, and I think you get. I thought Ben Caro for 21. I thought he held his own.
Yes.
So I think he fits that role, and they've got definitely some two-way players.
Right.
Scotty Barnes, Mikal Bridges, Desmond Bain, those type for the next. And we talked about on our last show was what would the 28 roster kind of look like, and you kind of got to look also. Now John said, started falling off his chair when I said you got to look at some people who are not there just yet that maybe are going to grow into the NBA the next couple of years.
He might agree. Hey, he might agree with you on one. So I'm gonna let Brandon get his list.
Okay.
I'm gonna let Brandon get his list out.
I said Reed Shepherd is one that could grow into it from Kentucky if he has a couple solid good years growing. Cooper Flag obviously is one. I think Chet Holmgren, another. I did check it on John. He is American, so he would be playing on the USA team. But I forget who else had my list, John. I'm trying to find my list right now. But Mikal Bridges, Jaylen Brown, Brunson, because he'll get the sympathy vote this year. For that year for it.
Right.
But yeah,
I like all of those. I like all of those on the list. Other than I just don't know how good Reed Shepherd's going to be at the next level. If does his game really transform? I think Holmgren, Flag, those guys, they just size and the way they can shoot the basketball, they're perfect for international play. It's a lot of unknown about Reed Shepherd to me personally, but I think from what I see, if he's in the right situation, can he be that player? Is Cunningham that type of player? I mean, are those guys on the wrong basketball team? Sometimes you're just in the wrong place. It's I mean, if you look back, I always say that Lamar Odom was in the perfect situation when he went and played with Kobe. He wasn't when he played with those other teams. Jermaine O'Neal, would he have been the player he was if he never got out of Portland?
Right.
It's sometimes it's just style and fit for a lot of guys.
Right.
Opportunity.
I think Donovan Mitchell was one, and then John Morant, if he can get his act together.
Right.
Those are some names I thought that would be good. Oh, the other one was Brandon Miller. I think if he can grow the next couple of years, that type of body serves Olympic play pretty well.
Yeah. Only question I have about him is, does he work hard enough all the time? Because sometimes I see him take off. He takes plays off. I mean, Zion could be that player if he got
my guy.
Yeah, I mean, to me,
the Olympics kind of needs a box office name, and no shade to Brandon Miller.
Right.
And what he did at Alabama or Arkansas, wherever the SEC school he went to, no disrespect, it wasn't a Big Ten school, right?
Right.
Man, Zion Williamson's box office, man, and I think I know athletes when I talk to them, when they got a time in their life where they can only make a certain amount of money off their athleticism, and then it's over. I think he blows so many opportunities because there's a stigma around it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when you run around, my mother used to say, you run sleeping down with dogs, you end up with fleas.
With fleas, right.
Old saying, man. So that's kind of so like, what better way to get some of that off of you? Commit to the Olympics. Well, he needs to commit to basketball, period.
Right.
And then if he can commit to an Olympic experience, and if there's another vet still there, ready to, you know what I'm saying, showing the way, say, dude, this is what world basketball is. Because, man, again, like before you kind of came on, like we talking about, you know what I'm saying, usually August, end of August, beginning of August, you talking about football and training camp
Right,
and all those
right.
things, and it's still in the air, but we're talking basketball. This is a rarefied thing. We've talked summer league, we've talked exhibition basketball. This, you know what I'm saying? We all know all the other leagues that they have around the world, but professionally basketball is like, so like having them go to Olympics, man. I think Zion Williamson, it'd be a great experience for him, and because he is a box office kind of guy,
right.
Commit if he can commit to it. But that's the thing. And
Totally agree.
I ain't saying Kawhi Leonard signed his name up and then said, "Oh man, I gotta work or whatever."
Yeah, right.
And then he wanted to back out. But I think spots like these, I think, even though the older ladies ain't, you know, they just kind of take care of business, right? It's business as usual. Like even them, like they use this opportunity to get their brand on. So again, what better way a kid like Zion Williamson? You know,
so you don't think Jaylen Brown has burned that bridge?
Well, see, it kind of don't that boil down to these shoe companies? I mean, I'm an idealistic person, Matt Gaddis, but I also am a realistic person too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's when the shoe people, you know what I'm saying, they'd be like, well, he can't be because
say that's why Kyrie Irving isn't on this team.
Right, exactly. Right. Yeah.
Jaylen Brown. So does Jaylen Brown deserve to be on this team?
Right. Absolutely.
Man.
Absolutely.
Derek White,
100%. Well, if you pick three players from the Celtics, you would think one of them would be Jaylen Brown. That's you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you pick three guys, who was next? Al Horford? I mean, I don't know who they were going to. If somebody else went down, was right. I mean, yeah, you look up what Peyton Richards. You know, Pritchard's been. Okay. When is Jaylen Brown going to get on the team? I think the Olympics. I mean, seriously. I mean, you got to think three guys off the one team, and none of them are named Jaylen Brown.
And you know what? I just said the NBA. If this was a real feel good story, Mac and Brandon, they would have already been said this. Oh, look at the Celtic tradition. They have tied no ribbon.
Right.
That at all. Because that would already say, so why ain't Jaylen here? You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, there's no coaching. There's no coach from the Celtics. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
But yeah, they had not tied that.
That's the other thing. You're right. Is that you have heard no outcry from the Celtics.
They didn't right. Why ain't our second best player?
Why didn't Tatum ever step up and say, you know what?
Trying to tear him up.
This ain't right. If I ain't going, you know what? If you ain't taking my boy, you know, I might have to reconsider, you know, not being a part of this.
Mac, you know, we don't live in that kind of world no more.
I know. But that tells me a lot about Jason Tatum.
Absolutely, bitched and whined on the bench too. When he didn't play.
Right. It's a tell. You know what they always say: when things go bad for you, your true character comes out. Everybody is great when things are going good.
I told John I knew Jason Tatum was going to be an issue when he had to show up to that all-white party on the East Coast. He had to show up with the trophy.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You can't just come yourself. You got to come with the trophy. Not saying something there. Mac, let me ask you this.
Okay.
On the spot, if you had to change one thing about Olympic basketball, how it's constructed now, what would it be?
You mean rules or the way that just
either?
I thought about that one time, and you know what? The one thing that I probably would change is probably I do like the quarters. I like being 4 quarters.
Yep.
I would go to the Elam rule.
Oh man!
Ooh, I kind of like
my
that.
soul. Man.
I would go to the Elam rule because for one thing, I think it's extremely exciting. People will tune in to the end of a game when you're up by 15 with 4 minutes left. Yeah. You still, I mean, in regular basketball, if you're up, it's nothing. It takes 30 minutes to play 5 minutes. It's ridiculous to watch when a game gets towards the end. And I think in international play, it just makes the game a target score. Okay. I know what I got to get to. And I may position my team better to have guys on the team who are into the game if I'm down, 3-point shooters, specialists. I mean, you know, I think there's some strategy to the Elam rule.
I've embraced watching TBT Summer League.
Right.
Watching that they do that, I was kind of foreign to it, but it is exciting. It does,
It
and it
is.
makes for
It is.
because like man, everybody in is 100% of shape, and then
Right.
sometimes games be out
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, out of contention. So like,
Right.
why are we playing out these minutes?
Yeah. Right. Right. That is. I mean, that's probably and I would probably go back to where you have maybe more of a tryout for the Olympic squad. Not a true tryout, but
Right.
have more of an open. You know about 6 guys are going to probably make it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I think that you do need to have somebody where you have an Olympic tryout. I think Kyrie Irving should have been on this basketball team easily.
100%.
Okay. And I think that now you're picking, it's like friends are picking friends. It's going to become where certain guys that are going to play, I only want to play with such and such. Is he going to be on the team? I'm not going to be on the team. You know, it's going to become that because it's a marketability thing more than anything now. It's a showcase, really.
Right.
At the end of the day, I mean, that's what it is. I'm
Right.
building my brand. I'm building my brand.
Right.
Okay. The other follow-up question to that is, if you're Adam Silver, how do you get what you're seeing with the Olympic play? It's somewhat of an exhibition, playing for your country for a gold medal.
Right.
Or whatnot.
Right.
How do you get that and turn it into a better All-Star game product? Do you go countries?
No, I think what you do at the All-Star game is that you make the All-Star game the finals of that in-season game. The in-season championship game is
Okay.
on All-Star weekend. It's played with that.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Mac, you better keep it to yourself. You better patent it.
I'm just
You better patent it.
Versus
okay.
what it's going to be.
Hey man, don't do that, man, because they are getting to a point. They are, and no fault of their own, man. If I'm telling you, the Olympics is like a bigger event, bigger than the All-Star game, damn near next to the Super Bowl, and it is for an athlete. And if you can go over and be on the Olympic team, you experience that, right? And get all that, whatever comes back. The dunk contest don't mean a damn thing. You know what I'm saying?
No.
The dunk contest don't mean nothing. They want me to dunk for Sprite, man. My little brother about it. That's why I'm gonna be topping little brother dunking.
Right.
My little brother about to come up here and dunk.
Right. I agree. Yeah. Well, and they also need to change that 3-on-3 in the Olympics.
Look,
they gotta get some of them dudes out of there, man. I mean, that was embarrassing.
Here's my question: who the guys that didn't make the cut for the Olympic team? We can't call them up and say, "You guys do this."
Well, yeah.
Adam Silver like 3-on-3.
Well, use college guys in. I could get a college team. I get a college 3-on-3 team better than that team.
3 people.
Yes, the winner. Okay, the winner of the Ice Cube tournament is the 3-on-3 Olympic team.
Man.
Absolutely, that's better than what we just saw. I don't even know who those 3 jokers were.
Jimmer Fredette, the Barry kid, and who was that Maddox?
Gary Payne should be the coach. Gary Payne should be the coach.
Well, you might as well make Flavor Flav the coach if you're going. I mean, just make Snoop Dogg the coach. It's a joke anyway. So at the end of the day, I think the one thing that you're going to see in the Olympics is some of these NBA teams are not going to be a fan of their guy playing in the Olympics. Okay. Okay. So if y'all want them to play, y'all need to compensate me. Or if that guy gets hurt, I'm off that contract. It's got to be, and I'm with an owner. If I'm paying a guy all that money, he goes over there and pulls a Paul George, my season's over.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know why Embiid even played. I mean, the guy, he needed to be resting more than anybody. It made no sense for him to be on the court.
It's all greed motivated. It's all brand motivated. They win a gold Olympic medal. This to ride along with LeBron James.
Right.
This is part of the award tour for him.
Right.
And just in case he wins MVP, I think it's coming. So long as they win everything, he'll be probably the MVP.
Right.
But then you get to be, and I'm not forced to be so. It shouldn't. Hopefully, it shouldn't be so staged.
Now they get 20,000 if they win a gold medal.
Right,
So
right,
where's
right.
your payment?
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's they got that much in the ashtray.
Yeah,
I mean,
Right.
they find
right.
that money. Says that money. Oh, that's where that went. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
they get the
Exactly.
gold medal and they get all the other stuff to kind of come with it, man.
Well, then what are you going to do? What are you going to do with 7-on-7 football in the Olympics? Are you going to let Mahomes be the quarterback?
He won't. The NFL, I don't think that happens. The patriotism, you really see their patriotism.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't want Mahomes back there playing
Jerry Jones
playing
gonna pay,
7-on-7.
If Jerry Jones gonna pay Dak Prescott $65 million to contractually play football, he will never contractually play no football
Right.
And Jerry Jones, Jerry Jones has got the,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? He's with it.
Right.
But
Right.
that's not gonna
Right.
happen.
I can't have Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and Tyreek Hill playing 7-on-7. I mean, but that's Olympic. When are they ever going to get a gold medal? And that guy could say that's a resume. That's a resume builder,
They need to get Tebow out. They got to get Tebow out there.
right? But that's the one thing that guys in the
coach.
Hall of Fame know. That's the one thing guys in the Hall of Fame do not have. When you put up your resume.
So to be not to be funny, so like I don't know, but maybe they haven't thought about how to like go about it. So again, the NFL not gonna do it. So like they don't even look. Do they look at the mid-major level to try to develop players to get to play? They would,
right,
and get all that backstory, or even a historic black college. You know what I'm saying? At
right,
ABC level,
right.
They would go up there and play, so they could be elite. So maybe, I don't know, man. Maybe I need to patent that too. So you patent your idea.
Okay.
I'm a
okay.
Hey, John, we all know the reason why
I'm a
Team
roll
USA didn't win that 3-on-3 was because they didn't have the Boilermaker, Robbie Hummel.
Well,
he's had
some success. He definitely had some success in 3-on-3 international play.
Put some respect on his name, John. Come on.
I'm not Dan Dockage. This is not that show.
It's not.
No, man. Me and Dan are friendly all the time.
If this was a radio show, I have audio clips of him and Dan going at it.
Me and Dan.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I need to hear those. I need
he called
to.
me. No, man. All right,
You idiot. Called you a coward.
He called me. He called me. Yeah.
Hide behind a fake name. Oh, yeah.
He called you a coward?
Oh
yeah.
Oh, wow. Man, that's I don't know what to say about that.
That's the actual audio. When we get the radio portion, I've got the audio clips I play randomly throughout the show.
We was arguing about something.
Please.
We probably argue about something we weren't supposed to be arguing about. Me, I like sports. Keeping sports is always great, but as soon as it goes like the politics, that's when me and Dan see eye to eye.
Okay.
That day you called in, John, you kind of put him in a pretzel, and he didn't like that.
He hung up on me.
He did.
Wow. That's
he hung up on me.
That's not.
But hold on. When the day he was getting fired, though, it was me, Mr. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Woke, because I get that. I got that tag right. Ain't no woke about me. I'm all about hard work. I just have with it with a brother. You know what I'm saying. But that day he was going off on Brittany Griner. I was like, damn.
Oh, okay.
I said, stop. And he kept on, and like, dude, he was fired the next 30 minutes.
Right. Yeah. Wow. Well, karma's something else.
He back, and like me and him we on good standing ground too.
That's great. Well, that's good. But you got to be able to have a discussion and still have respect for the person's views. I mean, that's the main thing. It's just an opinion, and that's all it is.
Correct.
Yeah. So all right, fellas. I appreciate talking to you, man. I really always do.
Mac. We'll have you on again.
Have a good night, man.
Okay, man. All right. See you, fellas.
See ya.
Boy, it got crazy.
Absolutely. That's our guy, Matt Gaddis.
The dream team debate continues, man. But it ain't just 92 out there, y'all. There's other teams out there y'all need to be looking at.
06 was a good one. 2008, the Redeem team. That's one of my other favorite ones that I have.
Yep.
My shirts came in. My Tyrese shirt and my LeBron shirts. Both of them came in. So, John, it's been a wild show. You've been very animated tonight. The people have loved it.
Hey, man, I'm sorry.
The audio, I don't know what's going on with the vlog talk, man. I could hear you sort of, but then I heard backfeed of myself.
Nah, man, it was like a bad tape delay, and I could not hear you talk at all. So when I jumped on, on the Facebook Live, I could, but we couldn't do a show like that. So
Nah, so it was good to have.
it worked out, man.
Hey, Mac was pulling no punches with you, man. He came in bringing gas. It was a reliever coming in and just throwing straight.
Wait a minute, I lost on Patino tonight. I lost on who else?
Team US, John Stockton, your boys, 92 team.
John Stockton. Damn, man. That's all good. I go back and edit it out, make myself look good.
Please give me the one where you're jumping around because that needs to be posted again. That was great. But
what was I mad about?
No, next week's show will be on maybe Tuesday. It'll be on Facebook Live. We're going to do another Facebook Live one next week because I head out. I'm on vacation now for the next 2 weeks. I've got a golf trip next week I head out on. So I will be gone, but we'll have a Facebook Live one, John, that will be on, and we'll talk more NFL news and notes. Yes, Brandon Ayuk will be a Steeler by the end of the week. Mark it on your calendars now. Cut the audio, John. Post it. And we want to thank our sponsor, Scott King Nichols, State Farm Insurance. Without him, we would not be able to do this show. So he's the original OG for us. So we'll take that. Anything else, John, before we go? By the way, SummerSlam was good. I enjoyed SummerSlam. Hey, my tribal chief came back.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that.
Oh,
I loved that. I loved the title changes. And I loved Monday night, the debut of the Wyatt Six, first match with the song. They played Bray's song entrance. That was nostalgic. Loved it. Huh?
No, man, wrestling is it always peaks.
Shane McMahon in AEW? Is that possible?
That's nutty too, man. How you work for your dad's competition? That's crazy, man. I can't even wrap my mind around it. But no, it's been a great show. Thanks to Matt Gaddis, Purdue legend, for coming on and chiming in with us, talking a little bit of basketball. You know what I'm saying? Two more games to go for USA basketball. I'm rooting for them. I'm still engrossed in all the Olympics events, man.
100%. The running,
Simone Biles. You know what I'm saying? And her cocky self, but like that's even when she don't win, just gets a bronze, she's still congratulatory, man. She's just kind of cool like that in my lens. I know she rode some people the wrong way, but I like Simone Biles. We're on track watching, you know what I'm saying, just the Olympic running.
Cole Hawker from Indianapolis Cathedral.
Thank you, Brandon. You gotta count out the local folks, man. That's what the Olympics is all about anyway, man. You know what I'm saying? You root for your country, but then the backstory, you find out this kid or this lady, whatever, this guy, you know what I'm saying, they dedicated their life for this moment and to play at that time to be the best. And like I said, we have a local product here, you know what I'm saying, turn out. But like, no, it's been nothing but great. Even with the Lyles guy who barely
Lyles. Crazy race.
That's a crazy race, man. You got to win. Like the Jamaican dude's foot was over the line first. You thought he won. Hell, NBC did. You talk about the East Side.
Or the guy today, the 400 that came back. I can't think of his name. God forgive me, but they'll show it on primetime tonight. But on the last turn, John, he was in fifth, and he was like gasping. All of a sudden, he just blew past everybody for the win.
Incredible. It's an incredible race to watch. You know what I'm saying? A human move that fast.
Sucks we only get it every 4 years. But
you know what I'm saying? I think it's incredible. But then he had a back and forth. I thought it was kind of cool because the NBA. The NBA is here, so why wouldn't it be drama? Right, so he has to go back and forth you know what I'm saying, with Team USA, man. But they kept it cordial, man, but it was kind of cool. But like, no, man, I thought we had an incredible show tonight. Thanks for everybody for tuning in, you know what I'm saying, to our kind of off the books kind of show. But I kind of like it like this, Brandon, to be honest with you, man. So until we get our situation together with Blog Talk, man, maybe we will stick with this format, man. I'm planning on some surprises, man. This is a new you know what I'm saying, technological world, man. We can bring in other people in and have a good conversation, man. They can kind of see who we talking about and what we kind of talking about. So
yeah, this was perfect with Mac tonight. It was perfect.
So I expect, Brandon, another surprise Hall of Fame to next week, man. So until that time, I'm Jonathan Bursong. That's Brandon Reef. This has been Crossroads Sports, man. Everybody, thanks for watching.
See y'all next week.